Right, here we go. Let me talk you through the new Marukyu Groundbaits, what we're using today here at Larford. Two special ones which we've done are the new EFG 130 and the new EFG 161. These are two brand new groundbaits for the Marukyu range, which is specifically formulated for cold conditions like we're experiencing here today, and also for winter groundbaits. The 130, as you see, is an explosive groundbait that can be used for all species, such as carp, bream, tench and things. The 161 again is formulated more for carp and also bream, but it's basically aimed around method feeder fishing in winter. If I turn the bag round, you'll see there's instructions on the back on how to mix it. Probably one of the easiest groundbaits I've ever mixed up. You see it has a mix of here 2 cups to 1 water. So basically you have a measure 2 powders to 1 water into your bowl, mix it round, and that's it. You don't need a riddle, you don't need no drills, no whisks, and in literally 10 minutes your groundbait's ready to use, and that groundbait will last you all day without adding any more water or things, and it'll stay perfect for the session which you do.
Yeah, now tell me, what are all these green pieces in here? That looks intriguing to me.
Right, basically the green pieces are all attractants. There's nori in there, which is a form of seaweed. There's various types of kelp. There's all different types of attractants in there, specifically for cold water. Like I say, like we've got today, and this is a winter groundbait.
Now I might say that feels extremely sticky. So you can see from that will ball very, very easily, but I guess will break down very quickly, Andy.
The EFG, when you read it on the groundbaits, means explosive formula groundbait, and that's exactly what it does. So what I'll do, I'll just show you. We've got a little tank here. This basically, the 130 is more for potting in on a pole, also normal feeders, can be used on a method feeder, but it's definitely going to be better in likes of open-ended feeders and for cupping in. But you'll see, I could just mix that's in your feeder. If you see, we'll drop it into this tank, you should see it start to work almost straight away. Right, see that's at the bottom, see all the particles now coming off it, fill the bubbles and everything. It's trying to come out of the feeder, it's releasing all the little bits, look.
Well, that's pretty incredible, because that's discharging virtually straight away, and there's columns of activity, and these green nori pieces, which I'm told are seaweed, are actually breaking from the feeder, but it's coming up in columns of activity, and I guess these green pieces are a real attractant to the fish.
Yeah, they're a real attractant. They go into the water column, and you can see there's all little light bubbles coming out, and bits falling away all the time. And there's different actual amino acids and triggers in this cold water groundbait, like we say, and they react at certain times, because at times in winter, you know, we might be leaving a bait in the water for 20 minutes, half an hour. Well, it's no good actually throwing in and everything coming out and all your ingredients gone in the first 5 minutes, because it's not doing anything. Well,
that's pretty impressive, I've got to say. Seeing these groundbaits for the first time, it takes a lot to impress me about groundbaits on my fishery, and I would certainly recommend this. Fantastic product, and I might say you'd only have to twitch that feeder now, and the whole of that mix there would completely discharge from that feeder.
Yeah, you'll see if we gradually go in here and just slightly move that. There we go.
There you go. An absolute explosion, of feed there, but it's still giving off columns of activity. Very, very impressive.
Right, there we go, Phil. You saw the new 130 which we got. Now we've also got a 161.
Now 161's more for method feeder mixes.
Yeah, 161 is a winter method mix. And this is really, really good. I've been really impressed with this. I mixed it earlier, just like it said on the instructions. You can see it's a lot of a finer mix.
And no need to riddle that, Andy?
No need to riddle, just mix round like it said, exactly the same. And I'll do a little tank test in here. Basically we've got the method moulds. A lot of people use moulds, so we've got that. And all we do, a little bit of ground bait in, drop the bait in, fill it up with ground bait, we get the mould, press it in, There we have it.
That's an absolute perfect cast there. I mean, literally, if that said Andy Kinder in the mould, that would clearly show Andy Kinder on that press out there, because that is absolutely perfect. And I guess you can chuck that a good way, can you, Andy?
Yeah, with the aerodynamic shape like that, I could chuck that 70, 80, 90 yards with ease.
Okay.
And I know it's going to land in the same place every time.
Okay, drop it in the tank, let's see
Drop
how
it
it
in
works. There you have it. Look, that's just been cast maybe 25, 30 yards. That's hit bottom, maybe in 6, 8, 10 foot of water. It's doing its job now. It's discharging. It's completely left that method feeder and is exposed there is hook bait. Dead right for a carp to pick it up.
Yeah, you see I put a boilie in the middle there. There's a bright yellow boilie. It's sat right on top of the pile of bait. It's virtually broke down straight away. It's releasing all the attractants.
Absolutely perfect. Now that's got various colours in that mix, but I guess similar ingredients and attractors in these. I don't know how many attractors are actually in these ground baits. There's an awful lot, and an awful lot of research gone into these, and it's catching a lot of fish. It's been the world's best kept secret. It's available to you now.